Welcome everybody to another Pokemon VGC video. It's me, Ketsu, and today we're going to be talking about 3 Mega Evolution Pokemon that I think are going to be really good when they are debuted in the VGC format. Of course, guys, there are going to be spoilers for Legends EA, so if you have not played the game fully yet and don't want to see any spoilers on Mega Evolution Pokemon, save this video or like it and come back to it later when you finish the game, and then we can talk about it then. So it's going to be quite interesting to see all these Mega Evolution Pokemon play out. Of course, everybody's going to try every Mega Evolution, and I'm pretty sure we're going to see a whole bunch of creative stuff, considering that a whole few years have passed from X and Y to now. And of course, Mega Evolution Pokemon in general have just got better. Pokemon have got better. Some Pokemon have just got really good over the years. So it's no surprise that Mega Evolution Pokemon are going to be in the fray. And I want to kind of talk about new Pokemon that can come in and kind of shake things up from what we've expected to see when Mega Evolution becomes a thing in Champions. If you guys like this type of stuff, let me know by leaving a like down below and maybe hitting that subscribe button. It helps me out a ton. But the first Pokemon I want to talk about is Skarmory. Now, we don't really know what the abilities are for all of these Pokemon. Abilities aren't a thing in Legends EA, so we have no clue what it's going to be like. But it's kind of cool to see Skarmory get a little bit of love. Skarmory is a very popular Pokemon, especially within Gen 2. So it's quite interesting to see that it got a Mega Evolution. So we're going to be looking at base stats as well as moveset to kind of combine the two together and see if they do have a really good factor within the meta. And honestly, Skarmory looks great. So if we go down to the base stats of Skarmory, so for the first one, for regular Skarmory, of course, very high defense. It doesn't really do too much. Speed is kind of like in that middle class tier there with 70. It's not slow enough for Trick Room, but it's not fast enough to be in Tailwind. It doesn't really change too much. But when it Mega Evolves, that completely shifts. It goes into 140 attack. It drops a little bit of defense, but not too much where it is completely useless on the physical defensive side. It stacks up a ton on its special defense, and the speed has gone absolutely crazy. It is absolutely insane. So this thing will be dumb silly fast. This thing is absolutely dumb silly fast. It will cap out at around 178 speed, which is super fast. I think it almost comes up to something like Sneasler if you want to put that up as a comparison. So yeah, this thing can be really fast when it Mega Evolves, and it hits like a truck. 140 attack is nothing to sneeze at. It is really strong. This thing can be super strong when it needs to be. I love that it did not mess around with the special attack stat. Normally, when you see Mega Evolutions, they kind of throw around random stats everywhere, and it kind of messes things up because you could have put those points, you know, into something more valuable like bulk or more into its like main attacking side. But because they kept the special attack the same, they put it everywhere that it needed to be. And I think this is absolutely good. It's got the bulk to last with the defense and special defense. It's got the attack to be an absolute juggernaut, and the speed is so clean. Like, I am such a fan of that. It is absolutely clean. The fact that, again, it keeps its typing, so it's only weak to fire and electric, is really good. But honestly, with the moveset that it has, I'm not even too fussed. It has a lot of good things for it. It's got things like body press, which you can still use very nicely with its base 110 defense. It's still really strong. It's still really good. Of course, you get things like Brave Bird for stab, which of course is going to hit like a truck, by the way. That thing is going to hit so hard. That thing is going to hit like an absolute truck. But yeah, you've got other things as well for Iron Head for stab damage as well. You've got these really cool things. Dual Wing Beat is a really good one. And of course, you've got like all these other moves here. You've got things like Taunt. I'm pretty sure it learns Tailwind. I kind of want to... I feel like it learns Tailwind. I can't see here, but I don't think... Oh yeah, there we go. It does learn Tailwind as well. So again, you've got a fast Pokemon that can either Taunt, can set up Swords Dance if you really want to. You've got Tailwind Pressure. You've got other moves like Rock Slide, which can counter the fire types that you're weak to. You've got things like, you know, you might want to throw in a Sand Tomb if you want to be cheeky against these electric types, but you've got really good factors here. So honestly, Mega Skarmory I think is going to be absolutely solid. If the ability is really good as well, if the ability is absolutely solid, you have a threat on your hands. You have a really big threat on your hands. Now, another one I want to touch on is Phalanx. Phalanx, I love Phalanx. It's one of my favorite Pokemon in Gen 8. I absolutely love Phalanx. When I saw that it got a Mega Evolution, when I ended up playing Ivor and he had the Mega Phalanx, I screamed. I absolutely screamed. I've been hoping and there was 2 things that I really wish for Legends EA. One of them was for Phalanx to get some love, or at least throughout Gen 9 was for Phalanx to get some love. Ever since it debuted, I wanted Phalanx to get more love. I love Phalanx. But the fact that it not only got extra love, but it got a Mega Evolution on a Mon that is past Gen 6, that was another thing I was asking for Mons after Gen 6 to get extra love and get Mega Evolutions. The fact that Phalanx got one, I was buzzing. I was screaming. And of course, the stat spread on it is just really huge. So for Phalanx on its own, it's not that great. you've got the base 100 attack and the base 100 defense, which is good, but its speed is kind of like in that middle ground, that really sand pit middle ground where it's like, again, same as Skarmory. It's not too slow to go in Trick Room, but it's not too fast where Tailwind, or it's going to be just like this fast attacker anyway. It can't really compete in both angles, so it's kind of just sits there and does whatever it pretty much wants to. But the Mega Form kind of shifts that. Same with Skarmory. It boosts up a lot more speed into it, so it can actually be this really fast attacker. 167 is, again, a really, really solid speed. It's on the faster side of things, so it can make use of things like Tailwind and things like that, so it's very, very useful. It doesn't pack too much into the special defensive side, but its defense and attack is absolutely huge. It is incredibly huge. I wish it did more into the special defense, but honestly, nothing too much to threat about. You can emphasize more EV spread into its special defense if you really want to keep it alive on that side. But honestly, there is a lot more things. There's so much that you can do for it. It's really, really good here. The fact that it keeps its, no retreat cost, which is basically just getting a +2 in every stat at the cost of it not switching out, which is really, really good. Like, again, no retreat actually has viability now. Like, it's got really, really good viability now because, again, 167 attack, you double that, this thing is not budging. And the fact that you've got, like, +2 on your defense, and then you've got extra EV spread you've got extra spare EV spread to put into special defense, and that goes into a +2 as well, this thing won't budge. This thing will not budge, and it will be absolutely insane. But it does get a lot of a good moveset. It's got upper hand to stop things, like all these tricky fake outs and things like that. It's got upper hand to stop that. It's got coaching, so you can even make this thing a really bulky, support Pokemon and just give it coaching to whoever you need it to. You could do things like no retreat and coaching, or you could do things just like straight up coaching anyway. You've got all these really good things. The fact that it gets body press as well, again, really, really huge. Base 135 defense stat, no retreat, doubles that defense, and then you've got body press, so if it was to get into something like Incineroar, this thing does not care. This thing will not care. But it is worth noting that Phalanx does get Defiant as well in its base form, which is really, really huge. So you could even do something where if it starts up and you've got something like an Incineroar or another Intimidate Pokemon like, Hisui and Arcanine or things like that, it would get a +1 boost because, of course, it would go to -1 from the Intimidate and then +2, so you'd get a profit of +1 attack. So you'd get a +1 attack Phalanx, Mega Evolve, and then immediately do no retreat. That means you're at +3 attack, +2 defense, and then +2 everything else. And then you're a +3 Mega Evolution Pokemon that is still respectively fast and does crazy damage. You've got body press, you've got close combat, you can even do things like, like Mega Evolve first impression to hit psychic types, which is one of your weaknesses. You've got a lot of things for you. You've got Poison Jab for fairies, you've got knockoff against psychics again. Like, dude, you have a lot for this. You even have Rock Slide to counter flying types. You have coverage for every weakness that Phalanx has. This thing is going to be so friggin' huge. And honestly, I'm probably going to be on that board where in the early meta, my Mega of choice is either going to be Mega Gengar, which we know is really, really good, or Mega Phalanx. Or maybe even both. Who knows? I might even try out both. This thing is really, really, this thing is cracked. This thing is cracked, and I honestly believe that Mega Phalanx might come up in the top spot in the early meta. I'm calling it now. If it happens, I'm going to come back to the video, and you're going to be seeing it. But, dude, I love Mega Phalanx. This thing is absolutely insane. And finally, the last Pokemon I want to talk about is Drampa. Now, I was not expecting Drampa to get a Mega. This is, again, another one of those Pokemon that came out after Gen 6 and got a Mega. I like Drampa. I didn't really it's not one of my favorite dragons, but I like Drampa. I like the design of Drampa. I think Drampa is really cool. But seeing Mega Drampa was kind of the inspiration for this video because I kind of wanted to see what the stat spread of it was, and I kind of wanted to see how well it was. And this thing, guys, this thing is huge. This thing is absolutely huge. So already Drampa was a really, really slow special attacker, which was just perfect for Trick Room. This thing's base speed is literally slower than threats that we know now in the Scarlet and Violet era. It's slower than things like Ice Rider Calyrex. It's slower than Iron Hands. It's slower than Ursaluna. This thing is really, really slow. I think the only somewhat meta pick in the early game that it would actually be outsped by in Trick Room is something like Torkoal and Hatterene. Besides that, nothing else is outspeeding this thing in Trick Room. This thing is automatically going to be a Trick Room sweeper. Like, look at this stat spread already. It's already a respectable stat spread, but when it goes into Mega Evolution, they did this so correctly. They did this so correctly. I'm a bit sad that they wasted 25 points into its base attack, but honestly, I can't even be mad at it because they did everything so correctly with Mega Drampa. They did everything the best that they could do with Mega Drampa, and honestly, I am all for it. This thing is absolutely insane. Base 160 attack, and just the defenses are huge. It still kept its low speed of 36, which I am happy about. Keep it as a Trick Room sweeper. keep it as that really bulky sweeper that will never go down. Again, we don't know what its ability is, but if its ability is something that's self-sustaining, like something like regenerator, or you know, something crazy like that, this thing will be insane. This thing will be 100% insane. Like, honestly, it is absolutely nuts how crazy this thing is. Now, unfortunately, the moveset has not updated on Bulbapedia, so we can't really see what the biggest amount of moveset that it could get. But because it's a dragon type, most likely it does get things like Draco Meteor. It already gets Dragon Pulse, which again is really, really huge. You've got a lot of cool things going for it here. Like, this thing is absolutely insane. I think this thing will be so good as a Trick Room Sweeper. This thing will be nuts. Of course, you get Dragon Pulse if you don't want anything, you know, crazy to drop your special defense or special attack. Sorry, you've got Hyper Voice, which is a really good stab move as well. One of the best normal types in the normal type moves in the game right now. You've got a lot of good things for you. You've got things like Flamethrower that can get rid of ice types that, you know, you're already weak to. What else do you have? I'm pretty sure you've got something for you as well that can help. Energy Ball and Grass Knot could be quite useful. You've got Focus Blast, which again can get rid of the ice types for you. Like, you've got a lot of cool things for you. The fact that you also get Calm Mind is really, really good. So you could try and do something really crazy here, where you could do something like, say, I don't know, feed into its Berserk ability, which we've seen on Galarian Moltres back in Sword and Shield times, where you would drop below 50, you would drop to 50% or below, and you'd get, I believe it's a, is it a +2 attack boost? Is it +2? By one set. No, it's a +1. It's a +1 boost. So yeah, so you get a +1 boost off of Berserk, and then you just go absolute ballistic, Mega Evolve, and then whatever Drampi's ability is, you just take that over. This thing would be huge. This thing could be absolutely huge. I think it does get a lot of good, what's it called? I think it gets a lot of good supporting moves at the same time as well. You do get Snarl, which can help you too. You've got things like Rain Dance, which can help you in Trick Room as well. It can essentially work as an anti-Torkoal option, which is quite nice. You know, you've got some good things for you here. You've got Heat Wave to actually pair it with Torkoal instead. There's a few things you can do with it. Honestly, I believe there are a lot of good things that you can do with this mon. And I honestly think Drampa, I think its sole purpose is literally just going to be there. If anything, set up a Calm Mind, have something like Draco Meteor or Dragon Pulse, and then Hyper Voice, and just be that tank. Just be that tank that just constantly gets healing from, you know, slow healers, things like Clefairy, things like Sinistra if that's allowed, you know, things like Indeedee and Trick Room as well, because of course Indeedee can do Follow Me and redirect fighting type that it's weak to. You've got a lot of good things here. You've got a lot of good things that can help you against it, and I honestly believe that Drampa can be like one of the early staples of Trick Room when we get it allowed in Champions. But let me know what you think about these 3 Mega Evolutions. Do you think they're going to be good when we're allowed to use them in Champions? What do you think the abilities are going to be for these 3? I personally think we're going to get a really good ability in something like Skarmory, and I hope we get something good in Drampa, because Drampa just needs like a really good ability to, you know, make use of that slowness. But I think Skarmory is going to get something really good. I don't know about Phalanx. I think Phalanx can be kind of like a 50-50. It might be something good. It might be something really, really bad. I just feel like Phalanx might get something a bit weird there, but again, I'm not completely sure. We're just gonna have to wait and see when we get Champions. But of course, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. You guys have been absolutely amazing, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all later. Okay, bye.